Good morning, everyone. Okay, so what we discussed in the previous session is all good to know. Good to know about SAP. What is all SAP about? Who has developed it? It's a system application and a product in data processing. And it's a global software. It's a global software and allows us to post the transactions of any country, any currency, any tax. It could be anything. We can happily post in being in a one tool. That is a SAP. This got developed by 5 ex-employees of IBM. In 1972, they started developing in a German city, Wolfurt city. They released in the market 2006 and they took almost 30 plus years and still they're going on. Still they are going on releasing all flexible features which meets the digital world, today's digital world for accounting or enterprise related data we can happily do being in a one tool. They developed in such a beautiful way that we have a 20 plus modules which are interlinked with each other, not like the other tools. We can integrate. These are the few modules which got developed as per this SAP server by this team. There is a PP module, TRM, BCP, MM, SD, HCM, blah, blah, blah. But FICO is a core module. FICO is a core module without which no other module can be done. I mean to say, if I'm doing an implementation project, it starts with FI. If FI consultant does the enterprise structure, does the configuration, then only the other modules can start off. Without this module, none other module will be worked on. Okay, in short. So these are integrated modules and our sessions are on a controlling. We discussed a little about controlling. Controlling is to analyze and monitor the cost and the revenue overheads for a management to take better decisions. That's very simple language, a single sentence. Controlling module is to analyze and the monitor. All analysis will be done and the monitoring we will do for our costs. Incurred is incurred. Expenses incurred are incurred. We cannot go back and say that, oh, we paid you 100. This is a cost involved. Now when I'm calculating, I can get the better deal. Can you repay us? No, we cannot do that. Payment done is done. Cost incurred is incurred. Revenue generated is generated. But what we will do as a part of controlling, here we will do the analysis of the spent or the revenue which we received. For what? For management to take better decisions. And it is also called as management accounting. Managerial accounting. Of course, FI and CO goes hand in hand. FI and CO will go hand in hand. But FI is a core module and the controlling is a totally management accounting. Okay, just we took an example, small example, how the cost and the revenue we can analyze. A transport charge we took. So when we have a transport charge, breakup of this transport charge, we will pay it. Transport charge account debit to some bank account. We'll pay it already 1,000 rupees. But after paying or while we are paying, we will just analysis how much cost involved. Then based on this analysis, what we will try to do? We'll try to minimize our expenses or minimize the cost and maximize the profits is the main motive. Okay, if petrol I'm paying 250 and transport, everyday transport 1,000 rupees. 22 working days or whatever the working days, we have taken 22,000. Out of that, petrol charges are 250 per each day. I'll check, okay, can I get arrange a diesel vehicle wherein every day 50 rupees will get saved here? Can we do that way? Is what a management will try to analysis and take the decision to minimize our cost. Okay, so the part of our sessions, what we'll try to do when we are going with the controlling. Okay, so how the org structure is defined and how would we like to see for our client when we are doing the controlling, managing, how we can see the financial statements. So that is a part of course, I agree, FI. As a part of financial statement, that profit, how can we is it through the profit? Profit motive can be or profits we can see based on the product or company code or cost center or segments or the industry and the region. So as a part of controlling, what we will try to do is we have a scope of controlling in the profitability analysis. So that would stand as per our organization at the top level, which we'll be doing here in the topic operating concern. When we see the hierarchy or structure of any organization client, first and the foremost will be the client system or landscape, which is a system of a client. System of a client in sense, which system is it? Is it a production system, quality system, development system? How the landscape is divided, that would be the top level. Then operating concerns, which is for the profitability motive. Or we will say here COPA profitability analysis we'll be doing. Then controlling stands at top level. Before our company creation. As a part of controlling, we will try to complete segments, industry level profits or industry level statements. Industry level instance, segment means line of business or the industries we can say at the top level. Like grouping, is it our company, our client is a farmer or cement or oil and gas or it is into construction business, into what it is actually. So the segments we can define cost elements as we discussed. Please follow the old recording, means previous session recording. Components, what are the components of the cost, components of the controlling, like cost center, profit centers, internal orders, commitments, blah, blah, blah. Then the company stands. But here, as a part of our training also, we will go for a FI first, not this way. The reason is, without doing this configuration, as I said, we cannot move further. But this stands at the top level when it comes to any organization or enterprise. Whatever the term you call, org structure, enterprise structure, it stands at top level. Controlling stands at the top level, but yes, FI, we have to do the configuration to get this achieved. Okay, so what we thought first, ECC and S4 system, only FI CO differences we thought to be discussed for today. Just this is for your top level idea purpose before we start the controlling. so that at the time of controlling, you no need to wait for these small things to be known. Then we will go to the system. I'll show you controlling, how the controlling navigation through path and all. Then we'll start, if time permits, 1 or 2 steps of org structure or of FI as a hands-on. ECC and S4 system, I'm not taking entire differences at the top level. The differences between ECC and S4 system when it comes to FICO, our module. Okay, in an ECC system, SAP ECC system, the modules were called as FI plus CO, financials and the controlling. Both goes hand in hand. And there are 2 different modules altogether. Different modules. 2 different modules, but it depends. CO depends upon FI. As I said, for MM, ST, everything, FI is a core module. Both goes hand in hand. But these are 2 independent modules. But when it comes to SAP, S4 HANA, FI plus CO, it is both together called as, both got merged as a one module. Both merged as a one module. It is called as simple finance. Simple finance. The main reason it got merged means is cost elements got obsolete. If you have an idea about FI already before and the CO, we'll be hearing about the cost elements. Cost elements are like cost centers, profit centers, internal orders, and all other cost elements. So what this in a till S4 system we used to do is, whatever the GL you create, you used to convert into cost elements to post the transactions with the cost objects, that is cost centers, internal orders, profit centers, blah blah blah. But this total topic got obsolete over here. Now no more cost elements topic. No more cost elements topic. Here what we can do is, here being in a FS00 screen, master creation, GL master creation transaction code itself, we can process the transaction code is FS00. Cost elements we can create here itself. We no need to go to controlling. But look wise, if I have to go for server uh, of our S4 system, okay, I'm just trying to open the S4 system. Hope you got your server access. S4 HANA 2023 system, the latest system which is in the market. Either configuration or end user, both. See, you can see the controlling part here, controlling, financial accounting, both looks same wise, architecture wise, defining wise, everything from ECC to S4HANA, they look same. I'll try to open the ECC system also. Just let us see first of all. S4 system, this is S4 system controlling. Can you see cost elements over here, anyone? Cost elements topic, can we see here? Any response, please? Yes, no, maybe from the chat box also will be helpful.
No, it just says cost center accounting, no specifically cost element.
Right, we don't see any cost elements one. Okay. Now, how do I create the cost elements then? Means we can go to accounting. It's a master data, right? Controlling. Can we see cost element accounting over here? I'm going to cost element, master data, cost elements, individual processing. What is the screen? If FI already completed or you're aware of, this is a GL Masters creation screen. This is a FI screen for a GL Masters end user screen. Here itself I can create primary and revenue, primary cost or revenue or secondary cost. We don't have cost elements. It got obsolete. It is as a part of FS00 screen itself. Even I no need to go till here. We'll go to financial accounting, GL, and then we can go to master records. We have a GL account, individual processing, FS00 centrally. This and that both are the same, one and the same. While creating the GL itself, I can create primary cost or revenue, secondary cost, balance sheet, non-operating expense or income. Just this is for your idea purpose, so that when we start controlling, we will be little, complete FI structure in a short. Right, so at that time, you no need to be in a surprise how we are creating and all. Directly we'll create the cost elements. Okay, so this is S4 system. Let me take you through. If I have the server working, this is a ECC system. See, this is the IDES ECC 6 version. User account is not in validity. Okay, my account is not in validity. It's okay, but if I get an access by tomorrow, I'll try to show. There we will be having one extra.
Give me a minute. I'm just
No, sir. Aman, this is not our system. ECC system. Leave it, Aman. I'll get it done by tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow when we start, I'll try to show you. But here, what I mean to say is, in our implementation screen, you can't see. We can see here, because here we can't see cost elements. There you can see in ICC cost element topic also. In that cost elements, we used to convert all our GL accounts into cost elements in a ECC. That's the difference. Okay. That's the main difference for a controlling and FI. But yeah, other differences we have here when it comes to FI. This is a major difference, as I said. We have at the vendor and customer level. In a S4 system, vendor and customer masters got obsolete. We have a business partner concept here, and the asset accounting. There are few changes, just asset accounting. At the asset accounting, we have a technical clearing account, and there are so many table level data tables got obsolete as a part of assets. Okay, so these are the few changes which I have quoted over here. But when we go for further art hands-on, then at each and every area, if we have any differences, we'll try to see that part. Okay, and in S4, as we know, Universal General Ledger table, which is a AC doca. We have millions of tables. Here also we have millions of tables. Tables did not get obsolete. Millions of tables still exist. But here, this S4HANA has come up with the Universal General Ledger table, wherein all the data, transactional data, whatever the data we processed of any module will get updated as a part of our Universal General Ledger table, which is a AC docker. And we have a web-based application for end user, which is a Fieri apps for end user, if you are aware of. Web-based end user, no need to log into GUI, sit at home, okay, for hours together, means I mean to say, if they are sitting at a home and log in, they need the VPN, so many connections, okay. They have to go to office, sit for few hours, log into the system, do the end user role, then come back to post the invoices. But here it's not the case. Using this Fieri web-based application, then end user, only end user. End user means day-to-day activities, an employee of a client will go from here accounting or logistics or whatever the module they are working with. This area of work in an easy access screen. This area of work in an easy access screen can be performed through this web-based application by sitting at home while traveling, by using their mobiles, tabs, no need to connect to VPN, okay, GUI, blah, blah, blah. They can just, it's a simple web-based application like Amazon or Zomato app, right? So the user will be giving their own roles access. They can happily sit at home while they travel, by using their mobile or what do you say, tab. They can happily process the transactions, day-to-day activities they can complete. Okay, so this is a few of them I quoted, wherein we should good to know for our part of controlling sessions. Okay, anyone has any questions over here? Yes, no, maybe, please. No, okay, thank you, Anshu. No, now controlling is for to analysis and the monitor the cost and the revenue overheads. Okay, so we will be creating the controlling area and all. Just let me take you through the navigation first of all. So when we log into the screen, or let me log off and show you once again. Okay, this is a remote desk SAP server. Double click on a SAP server. This is the IP address which we have here. I'll click on that IP address of our server, user ID and the password. Client is our landscape. For a training session for S4 system, the client we got on as 100. But in a production system, it depends upon the system you are working. Okay, is it a quality development production system? Based on that, we'll be giving the client. Give your credentials, user ID and the password. Okay, the system which you can see is the easy access screen, which is for end user. Once the configuration is done, the end user will come and process the documents over here. Our training will be for a both consultant and the end user. So to go to consultant screen, we can go to tools, customizing, IMG, execute project, which is SPRO. We can go to SAP reference IMG screen. Then we can go to, from here, we have a financial accounting. Of course, as a part of controlling, we have to complete few steps of financial accounting that we will be looking into it. Not few steps, we have almost entire configuration we have to do for the FI. But we will go, as I said, not in that depth of an FI because our sessions are for a controlling. But whatever to do the controlling, whatever the steps we need for FI, we will try to do as a part of configuration. So if you are not aware of FI also, you'll be getting both the things over here as a part of training because we have to complete anyways financial accounting steps. Okay. Then we have a controlling module. In controlling, we have this components. General controlling, cost center, internal order, activity-based product cost, profitability analysis, profit center accounting. So here, if I have to go start with general ledger accounting, organization, we have maintain controlling area. To start with controlling, here we will be doing maintain controlling area. Just let me try to take you through. OKKP is the transaction code. I'll go to maintain controlling area over here. Then just try to observe the screen for today. We are not completing this step because we haven't completed FI part. I'll go to new entries. Then here we have a controlling area, name, person responsible, how it works, controlling area, same as company code or cost company code accounting. Currency type, currency, chart of accounts, physical year variant, hierarchy. This is a group, nothing but cost center group. No need to bother about this one, cost center. But yeah, we will be creating, as I said, FI steps are mandatory to go to controlling. We will be creating as a part of training FI steps as well. So physical year variant, chart of accounts is something which we'll be discussing as a part of FI and we'll be creating it. Currency type, currencies, okay. See, controlling area. Same as company code, cost accounting. Two options we have. Okay, if I will create the controlling area, what it is saying, controlling area is equal to company code. If you have a company code and if you want to give the same nomenclature for the controlling area, you can do. It is giving controlling area is equal to company code. If both are same, you can give controlling area as a same as a company code. Now here, the main understanding when we create the controlling area, we should know controlling area same as a company code or cross company code cost accounting. Which option to be selected? Okay, I'll take you through this point. Just hold on for a moment. Assignment of company codes. We have here assignment of company codes. Like for example, if I take the old and any already created one. Here they said cross company code cost accounting. Just hold on for a single moment for this. I'll explain you. Here, assignment of company codes. Okay. I think there is some missing configuration. Let me take my own. Okay, here we assigned company code. Okay, and we will activate the components of a controlling over here. If our client wants to do cost center, orders, commitment management, product, sales order, blah, 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 what we will do? Here we have a components only, guys. In a controlling, we don't have sub-modules at all. We don't have sub-modules in the controlling, please. We have a components we can activate being in a one controlling area creation screen all at one shot. Now, the first and foremost thing we will understand controlling area same as company code, cross company code cost accounting. How we can create a controlling area? Controlling area can be created with assignment control. One relationship. 1:1 relationship means one controlling area I can create and we can assign it to one company code. Means in one controlling area, we can assign only one company code. In this case, mostly our controlling area nomenclature will be the same as our company code. That means in the earlier example, I took DG00 just to show you. My controlling area is DG00 and my company code is also DG00. I can assign. Controlling is to analyze only, right? So cost and the revenue overheads from where they will analyze with the company details. Whatever the company codes we have. Right? So here while creating the controlling area, we have two options, right? Controlling area same as company code. If I'm assigning one controlling area to one company code in this way, my company code is DG00 in a previous example. My controlling area is also DG00. Can you see the difference? This is a controlling area. DG00. Company code DG00. Both are one and the same. That means, how did I create my controlling area? My controlling area I created DG00, wherein controlling area same as company code. What it does, it will pick up all the details from our company code, like company code, currency, what we have created, what is the chart of accounts, physical year. It will pick up directly from the company code. This is called as 1:1 relationship. 1:1 relationship. The other thing, the same controlling area, if I have a multiple company codes, let's say for example, I have a 30 or 20 company codes. I can create 1:1 relationship, means for each company code, I can create controlling area and I can go on SI. Like DG00, DG00, DG01, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. If I have 20 company codes, can I go 1:1 relationship, Abhida? Means, yes, that's a perfectly fine. You can go. For each and every company code, you can create the controlling area and assign over there. But is it mandatory, Abida? Can't we keep one controlling area to the n number of company codes because we are doing only analysis and the reporting part? The revenue and cost overheads only we are monitoring over there. Why do we need 20 controlling areas? Can we manage being in a one? Because we are doing only analysis, right? Being in a one, can we manage? Yes. We can manage 1:n relationship also. 1:n relationship means one controlling area we can create and we can assign n number of company codes. This is controlling area and the other one is company code, n number of company codes. Like, for example, I can create this way I can do. This is a 1:1 relationship. This is 1:1 relationship and 1:n. One is to n relationship means I can maintain in a one controlling area. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, vice versa I gave, right? Hold on 1 second. I thought that is a control. In one controlling area, being in a same controlling area, I can manage n number of company codes, multiple company codes we can. At that time, what we will do here, we will select cross company code cost accounting will be selecting. Assignment of company codes, if I go here, I'll go for new entries. DG00 was already there, then I'll assign DG01. DG01, DG02, DG03. I can assign n number of company codes being in a one controlling area, DG00. We can assign. Of course, here I don't have the company codes created. That's the reason it is not giving highlight or below selection. It is only we are having DG00, but yes, we can assign n number of company codes. But if I'm assigning for one controlling area n number of company codes, then my physical year and the chart of accounts would be same for all my company codes. Chart of accounts and the physical year should be the same. Rest all are fine. If they doesn't same, then fine. But only physical year and the cost of chart of, sorry, not cost of, chart of account should be same when we do 1:n relationship. The currency When it comes to currency, we can take, instead of currency type 10 company code currency, we can take either controlling currency or the group currency or the hard currency, global company currency. If there is a change in the currencies, we can, no problem. But here, can you see these two? Chart of accounts in the physical year variant will be the same across all other company codes. That's a challenge we should. No, Abida, we don't have same chart of account, same physical year. Then create n number of controlling areas, 1:1 or whatever required. N number means whatever it's required for you, and create this way. Now, how can we maintain physical year for all same? Is it possible if my business is spread across the world? Can I maintain the same physical year? Can anyone? What we are saying, if I have to go for this combination, cross company code cost accounting, 1:n relationship, one controlling area we create and n number of company codes we will assign. But physical year and the chart of account should be the same. Now, my question is, how we can maintain the same physical year across when my company codes are in a different parts of the different states or different countries? Anyone can?
Can it be operating chart of accounts also there?
Okay, so that comes to the chart of accounts. Thank you, Anshu. But I'm asking about the physical year. Like, see, for India, we follow April to March, right? So wherein if I see the business in a US, I can see Jan to December. Then how can I manage the same physical year for the multiple company codes? Is there any way?
Won't it be when we are creating separate company codes, then their physical year would be different? If they are different, like one is in India, one is following a K4 and one is following the different one, right? So,
Right.
right?
So in that case, we cannot manage the same physical year, right? So how can we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. How can we maintain? Anyone? At least will you come back tomorrow on this part? How we can maintain same physical year across all the company codes which are spread worldwide? Okay. Please come by tomorrow. Otherwise, when we go for the org structure, anyways, we'll be discussing this part. So I'll wait for tomorrow. If not, just remind me. I'll explain you how we can do this part. Okay. Thank you, Arthur. Okay, so shall we start hands-on FI org structure? Before we start 1 or 2 steps on our hands-on on FI structure. Can you please confirm if someone is not done FI before in the chat box, please? If someone is pretty fresher for SAP server or not done before any FI, can you please put down in the chat box? Okay, in shortcut you can use S means I can understand you know the FI part. N means I'll understand no so that I can take you through in that mode. If I go in hurry, you will not be able to understand anything. That's the only. Yes, yes, okay. Others, Dipesh Ravi, Raj Basant. No. Okay. Okay, for the no, I can see one no. Okay, two no now, right? See. As FI is the core, guys, we need to do the configuration for the FI steps as well. Okay, so FI org structure will start with the company code, business area, blah, blah, blah topics. Okay, so I'll be little slow only because I can see two no responses. Okay, so what we will do as a part of configuration. Okay, as a part of configuration, we'll go to the implementation screen, which is a display IMG screen. How to go to up to here? We have a tools customizing IMG execute project, SPRO. Tools customizing IMG SPRO execute project, or directly we can hit to the SPRO screen over here. This is a command field wherein we can give the transaction codes directly from here. So when we go for execute project, or you can go for SPRO screen, both will be one and the same. This is just for today. We are discussing, we will not discuss later on. This is the SAP reference IMG button. Okay, then I'll be there in the display IMG screen. This is a consultant screen, guys. Those who are pretty freshers for today. This is a consultant screen, implementation guide screen, wherein we have controlling here to start with. But as I said, there is a prerequisite steps which we need to do: FI configuration, FI to controlling integration. Right, we have other modules, SD, then controlling, blah, blah, blah. First, let us start with the enterprise structure over here, which is a core of FI. Now make a note, enterprise structure. In enterprise structure definition, from there financial accounting, we will perform few steps which are prerequisite for our controlling sessions. Okay, definition, financial accounting, here define company. We'll define companies, new entries. Okay, so before we define which company you want to create it as your for this batch, I mean to say for this batch, which company you want me to create? Any thoughts? Until we complete session, we will try to do the configuration and user, whatever it may be, in the same company. Okay, so let me try taking a Rolex group of companies. Is it fine for everyone? Fast track group of companies or something we'll create. Okay, right. Thank you, Arthur. So this one Rolex group of companies, before creating, what I'll do, I'll try to check for the duplicate. We'll go to position, and here we will go to short name or full name. We have a both the way search. So I'm saying I don't see Rolex. Okay. So let me find out one more thing. RG00 something is there, nothing is there. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm going to new entries. This is a short name, guys. And this is a full name. So Rolex group of companies will be doing entire sessions in this Rolex group of companies. My company is, this is the short name, which is 6 digits nomenclature, alphanumeric. I'm creating RG0000, please. Okay, this is a street address of your Rolex group of companies. Post box, postal code, city. Okay, country. I'm giving IN for India. This is a country key already there in the system. Already these are configured. So total 249 countries we have in a SAP. We can work happily in these countries SAP, whatever it is given, 249 entries across the world. Then language, English, currency, INR. Why Abida, India? Can we go for US, UK? Examples. B for Germany, right? Not Belgium. This is for Germany. D is for Germany. We can give. We can give. We can give difference also. But here, I'll try to show you physical year with a non-calendar. So India is the best example. Both you can cover it off. If I show you non-calendar one, you can do calendar one easily. That's what I'm taking INR. Country, English. If you have any choice, you can let me know. We can. Save it. Try to save it. It will, a request goes to transport request. If anyone new for SAP, this transport request, as if no, helps the consultant to save the data at a one place. But in the real time, with the help of this request, we will be moving the transport from one system to another system. Transport of copies will be doing from one system to another system. Not only copies, transport of copies will be doing transport movement from one system to another system with the help of a basis. So this is a transport request, customizing request screen. Because we are creating for the first time, I'm selecting the new one. Rolex group of companies, RG00006 digits, it allowed me, shortening. I took RG00, Rolex group of companies. You can give org structure or enterprise structure, or I can say controlling. It's up to you. It's up to you. If you want to create a number of requests, you can say this is a enterprise structure implementation or some project or some rollout or configuration. In simple language, we can give configuration. If multiple projects are going on the same server, then you can use implementation, rollout, blah, 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 different things. Configuration, changes, some small changes, then changes. But it's a main configuration we are doing. Let it be configuration, save it. We'll try to save it. Guys, we are not discussing in detail because it's a mandatory steps we are trying to cover, not the controlling one. Okay, then we define the company, then we have a company code to be created, OX02 transaction code. Okay, so we'll go to edit, copy, delete, check company code to create a company code. Okay, go to new entries. Here we'll create the company codes like Rolex group of companies. Rolex is for watch, Rolex is for confectionaries, bakery items, or textile, or your cement industry, construction, pharma, whatever it may be. RG00 Rolex we have given watches. So Rolex watch and co private. Rolex Watches Private Limited I'm giving. Okay, name is not sufficient. Here it is not taking. So I can take like this also. PVT Ltd in a short form. Give the city, country, currency, language. You can click on the drop down to select whenever you have a drop down, guys. Just save it. When I click on save it, it will request me to provide entire address of this company code of Rolex Watches Private Limited. We can give the entire address company, or we can give the mandatory fields only. Mandatory fields, how will I know Abida as if no means? Let me first. When I try to save without filling other fields, it will ask me to update the mandatory fields. Okay, just what it is saying now, make an entry in the mandatory field, country or region. Enter, do enter. This is the mandatory field. It is taking my cursor into mandatory field. I'll give IN India. Okay. Otherwise, I can give language English already there. Okay, search item, street number, some ABC street. Postal code only, right? Postal code, some postal code, region, post box number, postal code. Again, postal code will be having its own length combination. If I give more or a short length based on this country, it will say your length is incorrect. It is passing us the information. It is passing the information, but if you can see, this is a red. Red means it's an error. We cannot move without correcting it. Okay, when I corrected the details and because I did save here, it is asking in which transport request you want to save this. I already created one transport request for all enterprise structure work. We can use the same. So I'm doing being in the same. I'm not going to create new because I'm into already Rolex group of company. I'll just press enter and I'll get the data saved in the same request. So in this way, we created one company and the company code. Can we assign a company code to company? We have a company and we have the different company codes. Let's say, for example, now we created RG00 company code, RG01, 02, 03, you have multiple. How my SAP knows that these all company codes are a part of this company, group of company? We have to assign. Now, next step, make a note, enterprise structure assignment, financial accounting, assign company code to company. MG00, Rolex group of companies. Sorry, RG00, right? RG00. See, RG00, which company we created? RG0000. Rolex group of companies we created. So either we can type or you can search box, pick it up. It's up to your choice. So this company, I'm assigning it to my company code. Save it. Is it fine, guys? Are you able to follow the flow? Anyone has any questions? Up to here? Yes, no, maybe. We haven't started controlling, just as the basics. We are just trying to cover the prerequisite steps. If you have anything, you can let me know. No, thank you, Raj. Okay, so in the same way, for the next 2 to 3 days, we will try to cover the entire FI configuration. So what we will do, tomorrow we will totally complete the org structure. Then we will go to financial accounting as well. We'll try to cover this one FI physical year, posting period variance. Then fine. If we complete this one as a part of after enterprise structure, that would be enough. Okay, then we'll cover chart of accounts. Then we will try to do the document splitting. Then we will go to controlling area. Then we'll start off within 2 days. We'll start off controlling area configuring. Yes, Atul. This is a breaking so
Madam,
Atul, can you? I'm getting a lot of background noise. Can you put in a chat box for today? Atul?
hello.
Yes, Atul. Please.
Can I get a previous session recording and today's session?
Aman would be the right person to answer. Okay. You can check with your organizer, Atul, for recording, please.
Yes, sir, we will provide it after the session.
Good. Thank you so much, Aman. Whenever session is to... Okay. Shall we close for today? We can see tomorrow rest of the things in the enterprise structure as well as financial year and posting period variant both. Yeah. Thank you, Amshi. Good.
Hello,
Yes, Atul.
Abhida.
Yes, Anshi.
What was your question about the physical year variant? And I kind of missed it. So I'll just work on
Physically.
it.
Okay, fine. No worries. So what I mean to say is when we create a 1:n relationship, if I'm assigning in one controlling area n number of company codes,
Right.
physical year and the chart of accounts would be the same. Means across all company codes, the physical year should be the same. And the chart of
Okay.
accounts, both should be same if I'm assigning 1:n relationship. So my question is, if my company codes are from the different countries, I would be going for a different physical year, right? In that case, how can I maintain same physical year for all my company codes if I have to maintain 1:n relationship?
Okay.
Now question is clear, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so thank you,
Yeah.
Ansh, for asking.
Thank you.
So much. Anyone, any more, please? If nothing, I would like to stop because already we crossed the time. Few will be delayed for their rest of the planned activities. So tomorrow we'll meet, guys. Thank you so much.